Welcome to the Big Bang Basketball channel. Today we're going over the topic, Top Moments from Team USA Basketball in History. Kindly subscribe and enjoy the video. So far, USA Basketball hasn't missed a step. Both men's and the women's squads are proving why they're the best in the world. The men are on a mission to win gold for the second straight time, while the women shoot for their fifth straight. That's right, the women are on their way to accomplishing a feat that the men haven't done since 1968. Number 16. DWade and the Black Mamba connect for the alley-oop. Date 2008. In this clip, two of the greatest two guards in history connect for this amazing play against Greece. First, DWade steals the ball. Then he saves it from going out of bounds. He alleys it to Kobe Bryant for the monster finish. Greece never knew what was coming. Side note, as great as this alley-oop was, it still doesn't compare to these full-court connections. Number 15. Kobe signs a Tunisian player's kicks. Date, July 31, 2012. After the U.S. blew out Tunisia, Mohamed Hadadain asked Kobe to sign his sneakers. Hadadain wore Team USA Nike Elite socks and Team USA Nike Zoom Kobe 7s during the game. Both the socks and the sneakers were made exclusively for Team USA, but that didn't stop Mohamed from trying to be like his favorite player. We wonder if we'll see more moments like these once the games start getting underway. Number 14. Charles Barkley being Charles Barkley. Date 1992. The outspoken Barkley stole the show during the 92 Olympics. He partied in the Olympic Village until wee hours of the morning, talked shit in press conferences, and threw elbows at the hearts of opposing teams. Chuck's personality proved to be out of this world, and it translated into him being one of the most recognizable figures in sports today. During the 92 games, he averaged 18 points per game and served as America's bully. Number 13. Bobby Knight ethers the Soviets. Date 1984. The U.S. boycotted the 1980 Moscow Olympics as a protest against the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. So the Soviets boycotted the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics as a form of retaliation. After the U.S. easily won the gold in '84, Bobby Knight had this to say: "I've been watching them, the Russians, for 2 years. The Russians wouldn't have won here," he said. "They can't play defense. They couldn't have beat some of the teams in this tournament. And if you guys don't know that, you're not as smart as I think. And I don't think you're too smart anyway," Knight added. "We'll beat their butt anywhere they want to play." Lesson learned: don't fuck with Coach Knight. Number 12. The Dream Team versus the College Select Team. Date 1992. During the practices leading up to the Summer Games, the Dream Team held scrimmages against each other and the premier college players of the day. The first time they faced off against the youngsters, Chris Webber, Grant Hill, and the rest of their peers showed off a little bit. The college team filled with young stars beat an NBA team filled with Hall of Famers. But their joy soon turned into sadness. Rumor has it that the Dream Team didn't allow the college kids to score at all in the rematch. Footage of the now famous scrimmage surfaced in the recent Dream Team documentary that aired on NBA TV back in June. See for yourself. Number 11. The Redeem Team. Date 2008. Fresh off an embarrassing bronze medal finish during the 2004 Olympics in Athens, Team USA changed their selection process. The selection committee made it mandatory for the same roster of players to commit for 3 years. The new rules worked out as the USA men's basketball team was able to build chemistry during the 2006 World Basketball Championships that carried into the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Although they lost in the WBC semis to Greece, Team USA ran through every team they faced until the gold medal game versus Spain. There, the U.S. came out on top with a 118-107 win, led by Wade's 27 and Bryant's 20. This is the squad everyone should be compared to the Dream Team. Number 10. First gold. Date August 1936. During the first year basketball was given medal status, the U.S. won gold. Not only was this America's first gold medal in the sport, but Dr. Naismith himself did the honors and placed the gold on the player's neck. 23 nations were represented, giving basketball the distinction of being the largest tournament of all team sports. The U.S. beat Canada in the gold medal game, 19-8. The low score had to do with the game being held outside in the rain. This had to be a surreal moment for the good doctor to see a game he invented being recognized by the world. Number 9. 63 straight wins. Date: 1936 to 1972. Once basketball was accepted as a medal sport in the Olympics, the Americans dominated. The U.S. went undefeated in 7 straight Olympiads, winning 63 straight until the controversial gold medal game versus the USSR in 1972. Team USA regrouped and went on a 21-game winning streak from 1976 to 1988 until they lost to their arch-rival, the Soviet Union. A loss that played a part in NBA players being allowed to participate in the games. Number 7. The Mamba goes in for the kill. Date: August 24, 2008. First of all, let's start by saying DWade had 27 points and 4 steals in this very game. But in the fourth quarter, with Team USA's lead down to 2, Kobe Bean Bryant went ape. He scored 13 of his 20 in the final period, including a 4-point play that fouled Rudy Fernandez out of the game. Bryant also made 2 huge passes, one to Darren Williams for a 3 and another to Dwight for a dunk. Each pass and make served as backbreakers to the Spanish. With this performance, Kobe let the world know why he was the 2008 NBA MVP. Number 6. FOH with those silver medals. Date: September 9, 1972. The U.S. and the USSR found themselves in a dogfight during the 1972 gold medal game. After Doug Collins hit a couple of clutch free throws with 3 seconds left to give Team USA a 1-point lead, their first of the game, the Soviets inbounded the ball and called timeout with 1 second left. Originally, the USSR tried to call time between Collins' free throws, but that wasn't allowed. Amongst the confusion, officials decided to reset the clock at 3 seconds and allow the Soviets to inbound the ball again. The horn sounded and the Americans seemed to come away with the gold, but the clock failed to reset to 3 seconds. Needless to say, the Soviets made a desperation layup, and the 1972 U.S. men's basketball team refused to accept the silver medal till that very day. Number 5. Pippin and Jordan versus Cuco. Date: July 1992. Poor Tony Cuco. Once Scotty and Michael caught wind of the Bulls' GM Jerry Krause's infatuation with the young Croatian, they made it their life's work to destroy Tony's confidence. Krause drafted the budding international star during the 1990 NBA draft because he didn't want to renegotiate Pippin's contract. But Cuco chose to stay in Europe for a few more seasons, and the Bulls were on their way to a 3rd straight championship once the 1992 Summer Games came along. So with the world and Krause watching, Scotty and Michael put the clamps on Tony, holding him to 4 points on 2 for 11 shooting and 7 turnovers. During their second NBA meeting, a Croatian national team that featured NBA players like Dino Raja and Drazen Petrovic never stood a chance and lost 117-85 in the gold medal game. Tony would enter the NBA during the 93-94 season and would play a major role in Chicago's second three-peat. Karma is funny that way. Number 4. The Dunk of Death. Date: October 1st, 2000. If you look up badass in the dictionary, there's a picture of this dunk right next to it. First, Vince Carter steals the ball without missing a beat, jumps over a 7'2" human being, and defecates all over the dude's neck. Then Carter almost knocks KG the fuck out. 12 years later, and this dunk has yet to be topped and probably never will. Number 3. The U.S. women dominate. Date: 1992 to present. Come on now, we've got to show the women some love. The ladies are attempting to win their 5th straight gold medal this summer and are on a 33-game winning streak dating back to 1992. Their success during this period led to the creation of the WNBA. The women's team is looking to continue their decades of dominance with the help of superstars Maya Moore and Candace Parker in London this summer. The homie Ben York wrote a cool piece about their quest for us last week. We suggest you read it. Number 2. The 1960 team. Date: 1960. Led by future Hall of Famers Oscar Robinson, Jerry Lucas, Walt Bellamy, and Jerry West, the 1960 Olympic basketball squad made light of their competition. The original Dream Team scored 101 points per game, while holding opponents to 59 points per contest, with 5 players that averaged double figures. They defeated the Soviet Union 81-57 to bring home the gold dead amid the Cold War. The 1960 squad featured 10 future NBA players and several Rookie of the Year recipients. They are one of 8 teams that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame as a unit. Number 1. The Dream Team. Date 1992. The Dream Team were more than just basketball players. They were rock stars too. Opponents stood in awe as they played on the same court with the players they grew up idolizing. Players shamelessly asked for autographs and pictures before and after games. Team Cuba even went as far as to invite the Americans for a quick photo op in center court before a game. The Dream Team changed basketball forever, making it a global game. As opponents kneeled before their idols, the Dream Team embarrassingly defeated them, almost like the Globetrotters demoralizing the Generals. If you want to watch more amazing videos like this, kindly subscribe and click the like button to become part of our family.